Yeah, we did go up a level.
Yeah, you did. Okay, so you're at what, level 4?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
get a new spell too, and I forgot to pick it.
ASI.
I think I picked it. Mm,
Thanks for reminding me of that.
Anyone who is joining us today, thank you for joining us. We're just getting started. We're going to make sure their character sheets are up to par, and then we'll begin with our recap. So just hang out. Okay. Let me know. I could wait if you want for you guys to pick your spells. I don't mind.
I did already pick
You
it.
did?
I remember I was torn between a bunch, but I ended up going with Phantasmal Force, I think.
Oh, that one doesn't work in this world. I forgot to tell you.
I just like it because I think it suits the character. It's really fucked up.
Let me update your character sheet.
You can have a lot of wacky fun with that spell.
Yeah, well, because there's a bunch of like obvious good ones, but
I just want to
like I debated going for a couple. I think I was torn between 3 or 4, but I think I ended up going with this one last
craft
minute.
an illusion that takes root in the mind of the creatures that you can see within range. The target must make an intelligence saving throw or phantasmal object, creature, or visible phenomenon of your choice. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay. This is one where it makes you think things, right? And you get.
Yeah, it makes you think there's something there, or see something, and they fully believe it. And even if it's not really logical, it makes them kind of add logic to it and explain why it's there. And it's so convincing that they can take a very, very small amount of damage from it. It's more useful than damage dealing. And what did I think I raised my charisma. Yes. My charisma and my constitution, I think, went up by.
What did Geo get in level 4?
Well, Geo is level 20.
Oh,
Geo
sorry.
level 20.
God damn it. Francois.
That's why it's just ASI. That's literally it.
Kate, did you pick yours?
No, I haven't picked my spell yet.
I am beginning to regret playing an artificer.
They're really cool, but they need to be given room to be cool, like out of combat and stuff.
Yeah, RP is the best part about this character, but because I loaded everything into the my mental stats.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to be fair, this is a very like investigation heavy campaign, so.
But man, combat is rough.
I mean, we're a party of 3 squishy people. Combat is gonna be fucking shitty no matter what.
And they're made for at least like average 4 players, not 3. And I didn't bother weakening them up.
Oh, really? I couldn't tell.
Oh, wow, I didn't notice.
Because I'm so used to you guys just wiping everything out with your level 20s. I'm like, I'm going to make this one hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're feeling the burn.
I love it.
Oh, it's fun. I'm having a good time regardless. Or with even. It's very funny.
All right.
It's very humbling. To go from being essentially gods to being like little shits that someone sneezes in the wrong direction, you fucking die.
Yep.
I chose sleep.
Oh, sleep. Okay. Let me increase the hit points of mine. Hold
on. Just make it right over again. That sounds about right.
Oh, you get 1 person. All right. Shauna, would you like to give us a recap?
Oh yeah, shit. Give me a second.
So I can remember where we left off.
What do I have so many notes? Oh yeah, so we were heading towards Cuddles Meat Pies in the dock ward. But on our way there, we stopped at the Yawning Portal to warm up from the cold, and Francois clocked something odd, that there was 2 adventurer-looking folk at a table that just kind of were staring blankly into space. They were kind of facing each other, but like not really. They weren't really interacting with the space around them. They're not eating their food or drinking their drinks. And then Francois went up to the barkeep to be like, hey, maybe keep an eye on those people. And then they were acting normally. But the bartender had this like big creepy smile on his face the whole time, and he kept being like, go into Undermountain, go into Undermountain, go into Undermountain. So Francois got his heebies-jeebies, as they say, and insisted that we left. But as we were leaving, he read the two people's lips, and they were just like, I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time, you. I'm having a great time. It was all like robotic small talk. So he approached them to go talk to them, and they were also like, why don't you go into Undermountain? It would be a great time. And then they're like, why don't you come to our house? We're having a party. So, you know. Oh, and one tried to give us a fake, or gave us a name, and then stopped and gave us another name instead, so probably fake names. And then Francois gave them a card with his address on it, and was like, all right, we'll be in touch, and then we left. So that'll be fun later, I'm sure. Meanwhile, Kate woke up bound to a chair, because she really knows how to get herself into a scenario. The four thugs that knocked her ass out were there, and they splashed some water on her, and we're all like, I think you know why you're here, bitch. Loose lips will get you killed. You gave the wrong name, blah, 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 blah. And so she was forbidden from saying any of their names again. I think that was thing one. And second thing, I think they just said be smarter, which is very funny, because oof. And they want to know what the party is up to and why we were at the Zentrum hangout, which turns out that the Butchers was another Zentrum hangout. We didn't know that at the time. Yikes. And Kate really likes to dig herself deeper into holes. So, you know. Yeah, you dug a hole, and just when you think that you hit the bottom, you pull out a jackhammer and you just keep going, and it's honestly quite impressive.
That was fun.
It's hilarious. Anyway, so they say that you have until tomorrow to figure out what Manshoon is up to, or they're gonna finish the job, aka I'll kill you. But Kate lied, leaving out that she knew what he was up to about the treasure of the stone, but they bought it, and then tossed her out and robbed her. You are down all of your money.
Most of my money.
Yeah, I think you had like 6 gold in your sock or some shit like that. Anyway, then Kate clocked Francois and I walking down the street in her general direction. And so she just kind of strolled on up, and then she was like, hey, forget everything I said in the last 2 days and just pretend that you don't know anything else about me other than I'm working this gig for money. And then she kept talking out loud about all the stuff that we're not supposed to know. Peak Kate. Very good. Anyway, we went down an alley to Cutler Meat Pies. So we knocked on the door, entered the building. The woman in there, Zora Cuttle. She was defensive at first because we were being real weird. But then Francois informed her that she was buying meat that was actually human meat, and she seemed to legitimately be sickened and upset. But she doesn't want to get into trouble with the authorities. She just wants to kind of destroy the meat, but says she'll go to the guards in her own time, whether or not we believe that is up to us. But then she says it must have something to do with those suspicious neighbors of hers. He went over to the Butchers the other night, and she says they're real shady. One's an older man with a half-missing ear and a white beard, and one's a pale-skinned lady in her 20s. She hears a lot of moans coming over from there. I think she just doesn't get any action. It's fine. I think her and Francois got into a little bit of a row about going to the authorities right away. She refused. Francois tried to insist. He tried to get the authorities to go there, but the blizzard was too intense and no one showed up. And so the woman just kind of like took off and ran screaming into the streets. So we went after her, and then as we came around a corner, we were attacked by a bunch of bugbears. And that didn't go so great. Kate went down immediately. I almost got one shot. Francois was dodging like he was in the Matrix until his luck ran out, and he got knocked to exactly 0.
Uh-huh.
And I was up on a rooftop, and I think I asked for help to no one in particular, and then an assailant showed up and started attacking the bugbears. It was a little imp that just crit on 2 of them and fucking kicked their asses. So I jumped down, healed up Kate and Francois. And I think that was it. We ended up, we went towards an office near Francois, or a bar near Francois's office. We're at the Bard Inn. I informed them about the little imp. And there was a woman who was jumping. I'm skipping around because I have so many notes I'm trying to summarize. There was a woman when we got to Cutler's Meats that was like climbing up onto the roof, And so I saw her after the imp helped us, and I tried to say thank you, and she said, "Don't thank me," and then took off. So yeah,
Okay.
believe
long
we're all
rested,
in the
right?
inn.
No, I thought we were. I remember the last thing I remember was falling asleep. Like,
I
right
think we were
over-
just about to, and then Francois and I were like, "Oh wait, we need to discuss," because I didn't actually tell you guys what the imp was. I just said we had help, and then so Francois and I think I decided I didn't know the common word for imp, so we had to play 20 questions to establish that it was an imp, and then we went to bed and leveled up.
Yeah.
There you
Sure.
go.
Just wanted to point out that it's Zahentarim, actually.
Oh boy.
Oh
here we
God,
go.
listen.
And here's another fun fact I forgot to mention last time. It's actually pronounced Dwegar,
It's not.
not
Thank you.
Duragar. It's Dwegar.
I respect that some people have decided that, but some
more
people
you
are
know.
also wrong.
There's a word that in the books, the Dritz books, I think he uses for magic, and I can't remember what it is.
A weave.
No, it's like it sounds almost like Duergar, like Dwagmaker. I can't remember. I don't know. I have to pay more attention next time, huh?
I'm assuming it's like he said in like the Drow language.
Duergar? Is it?
Duragar, or the
Yeah,
Underdark
they're
Dwarf.
the
Are dwarves?
Dwemer.
Or Dwegar.
Oh, Dwemer?
Dwemer? Is that it?
That's Skyrim.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the robotic enemies in Skyrim.
No,
Yeah,
it's
the little
like
fucking
another.
the Dwemer.
It's another word for magic.
Oh, I don't.
Dwemer?
Dwemer? Is
No,
it?
that's the Elder Scrolls thing.
Ah, now it's gonna bug me. I have to like listen to the.
What's this 5-4? Oh my god! What?
Short King.
Holy shit! What a manlet! Dude is tiny. What the hell?
Can't find it. Sorry. It's gonna
He's
take me
just
forever.
a fella.
This guy,
Yeah,
like
very
this guy.
super fast person. He's like creepily fast. Like how fast he moves.
Yeah, he's just a little
Dritz?
roguey type fella.
He's a ranger.
Okay, well, rangers are just rogues that couldn't cut it
Dritz.
in rogue school.
Hey, he ain't a ranger. He ain't any time. Rangers always kind of suck.
He's actually really cool. But anyway.
In the books he is, but listen, ranger class sucks ass.
I heard he's very edgy, as per usual Drow attitudes.
He's nothing like a drow in the books. He's
Isn't his whole
completely-
thing that he's like
yeah,
not like other
good.
drow?
He's good.
He's not like other
honest.
girls.
Yeah. He's like completely opposite of any drow. That's
Isn't he
what-
edgy though?
And his god is goddess of nature.
Of course it is.
I don't know what edgy would really be like. What is edgy like?
I'm a
dark.
loner. I'm
My
dark.
No,
I love My
he's-
Chemical Romance. 9 Inch
Yeah, they
Nails.
listen to like MCR and fucking 3 Days Grace.
I wouldn't think that.
Where's a
He's
lot of
fallen in
guyliner.
love. He's had a wife. I don't know.
Is she a dead wife?
Well, she's dead now because she was human, so she
Oh, okay.
yeah, lived her. Oh wait, she did die not by old age, but from like when the magic weave fell when Mistra died. She became like her magic became crazy. His wife, she was a wizard at one point at the end of her life. And so the magic was
Fair.
like fucking with her every time she cast something, like something crazy would happen, and it ended up killing her. Such a great story. Okay. This is-
No, I'm where they're at. they
now
went-
you changed your mind.
No, I rented a room in the inn that we went to get
Oh.
drinks.
We did too because we were wanting to make sure that the office wasn't broken into. So we got a room with a view of
Yeah,
the
it was
office.
across the street. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I went with them and I got my own room, and
All right.
I'm
So yeah, what are
passed
you-
out, bleeding.
Okay, so
'Cause
you
I got
just
fucked up.
sleeping in your own room, not doing anything. All right. Yes, I mean the next morning you wake up. Yeah, Kate, you are sore as hell. You have bruises all over your face. You look horrible. It's all like swollen. Your eyes.
Yeah, she
your
gently
lips.
touches her face like, oh, I think I need to see hear that. And she goes downstairs and she gets a beer
All
to
right.
deal with the pain. She got
I'm gonna
shit
in the
knocked out.
morning when I wake up, I'm gonna send a message both in the direction that I know Kate's room is, and then down towards where she'd be eating if she was. And I'm just gonna check in and see if she's awake.
What do you say?
I can never fucking get this character's voice on the first try. It's
Yeah, it's like a lawnmower. You gotta crank it over. You gotta get it going.
I know I gotta like take a second and get ready.